Hi, I'm Andrew. I work for Camp Chef, and I'm doing a bone-in picnic pork roast today for lunch. Last night we put the rub on them, and it's about 7 o'clock this morning. We started to put them in. I'll give you a little view here of what's going on. We got the roast there. We got the wood chips down here on the chip tray and the water tray, trying to keep a good temperature. So that'll cook probably about 6 hours or so, and then we'll be good to go, and we'll tear it up and eat it. It'll be great.
Hi, my name's Connor. I work at Camp Chef, and we're doing a bone-in picnic pork roast. We put a rub on them last night. The rub we put in had paprika, garlic powder. We did a little bit of coarse salt, and then some mustard, ground mustard. And anyway, I'm doing mine here on in a Dutch oven. I've got the dome on it right now, but we can pull that off and kind of take a look and see what we have here. I got it on a pretty low heat. So Andrew over here has been doing the smoke roast, and we're kind of just going to see what the difference is between the two, and go from there. Hi, Connor from Camp Chef again. We're here with our pork roast. It's about 8:30. Just wanted to come out and take a look and see how things are progressing here. I'm going to pull the cover off here, and we can take a look here and see how it's going. The pork roast is sitting in a little bit of Coca-Cola with some apple cider vinegar. Try to get it to cook up real nice. You can see it's starting to separate there. We got the heat on pretty low. We're going to let this cook for another 3 or 4 hours, and hopefully by lunchtime we'll be having some pulled pork sandwiches.
Okay, I'm Andrew again, and here's the smoker. I'm doing the smoked pulled pork. Connor's doing the Dutch oven. Anyway, we're here just going to check it out. It's about 8:30. Our internal temp is showing about 60 degrees there. We're going for about 170-ish for our pulled pork. We want it to be a good temperature, nice and done. We'll take a peek and see how it's doing. It's pretty good in there. Hopefully we won't need to open it up for anything else, because we want to keep that heat in there. It's about 200 degrees. Because we want to keep the heat on our pork so it goes nice and low and slow is what they always say with smoking. So we keep it that way and keep it nice.
Well, it's been about 2.5 hours since we started the pork roast here, and just wanted to check to see make sure we'll stay good on liquid. We're gonna pull this off. As you can see here, we're getting a little bit low on our liquid, so I went ahead and mixed up a little bit more. This time, instead of doing Coke, I did a little bit of water, vinegar, with some sugar, and put a little pepper in there for a little more spice. We're just gonna pour that in there. It's pretty warm. I didn't want to put it in cold and kind of have to restart the whole temperature, but this should keep the roast nice and tender and juicy. And if you can see here, the roast is starting to separate and come apart. Looks like we're well on our way to having some good sandwiches here. Probably about another hour or so, and come back out and check it. Should be done. So it's been about 3 hours since we put this in. Check the temperature, and we're a little bit above 170, so it's done. We're gonna go ahead and pull it off. Andrew's over here in the smoker's about 102, so it's got a few more hours to go. Sure does smell good. It looks pretty dang good. And we're gonna just kill the heat. I'm gonna leave it in here for a little bit, let it kind of cool down on its own, absorb some more of those juices, and you know, here in about an hour or so we'll tear it apart and we'll get some lunch going. We're here, I've got my pork roast all done that we did in the Dutch oven. You can see behind me, everybody's dishing up right now. We're kind of excited. It looks like it's gonna be really good. Pulled the pork apart, added it's a vinegar, apple cider with brown sugar, mustard, a little bit of ketchup, and you cook that on the stove for about 10 minutes till the sugar's dissolved. And then we just lightly toss some of that on top, and then people, of course, can add a little bit more to it as they're making their sandwiches. They like it a little bit stronger. So Everybody looks like they're getting ready to dig into it, and looks like it's going to be pretty good.
All right, we've had it going for about 7 hours or so. Looks like it's done. We're going to pull it out. The internal temperature looks good. We're going to pull it out and let it rest for about 10 minutes or so, and we'll eat it up. I can only pull it as fast as people can eat it, and I can't keep up with them. So apparently I did a pretty good job, and it tastes good.
Fabulous pulled pork. No barbecue sauce necessary.